Okay, welcome to this product demonstration of this new ketone test strip that we're offering on the UK market from MDK Medicon. It's a ketone specific test strips that's been designed for the ketosis or dietary market. This is one of the first packs to really be targeted specifically to this end of the market, and they've really made it easy with the guides in terms of the colour change and the pad reaction that you're getting on here to really make it very easy for somebody that's never done ketone testing before and wants to start doing a quick and easy urine dip to see when their diet's sufficiently burning ketones and the measurements turn positive in urine. So if we just run you through these packs, really nicely packaged in this Medicon MDK packaging, just to run you through reagent test strips for ketone. The test strips are single use. This is just what's called in vitro diagnostic standard markings. You'll see this pack is both CE mark and FDA certified for sale within the US and in the UK. First bit to just run you through, this confuses some people. For in vitro use only, that basically means for testing live human samples as opposed to in vitro or in vivo. That's the difference. Keep away from light and moisture, very important when you open these packs that you do keep them dry in between use. Close the cap immediately when you've taken a test strip out. It has got a little desiccant in there. If we just show you the packs here, when they first come, they've got a beautiful silver seal on there which makes that pack completely waterproof. When you start using the test strips out of here, you break that seal and there is a pouch of desiccant, which is moisture absorbing crystals in there, but it's absolutely vital that each time you take a test strip out you put the lid straight back on, because the one thing that ruins these test strips too early is the absorption of moisture onto the test pads. So just to go back to the pack, close the pack immediately after you've used one. Don't remove the desiccant, which is the pouch in there. Okay, do not touch the pad area before you dip it into the urine. That's very important, because by putting any sweat or oils onto the pad you can stop it working properly. And read the pack insert before you start testing. It's not a big onerous 20-page insert. It's a nicely written in very clear English, one page A3. Look, it's not a massive insert. Even the men out there buying this test should be able to force themselves to run through that. Key parts of the instruction on there, just to guide you through to, is when you collect your urine sample, do so in a nice clean container that's been washed out and dried. Test it almost immediately. Don't leave it any more than 2 hours. That's the absolute maximum that the manufacturer will assure that these test strips are going to give you an accurate indication of the ketone, and read it at the specified read time for these test strips. Okay, so that's the packaging. If we just run you through it, 100 test strips in each one of these vials. Okay, and if we just draw you to this guide here, if I can bring that up closely, you'll see the nice color changes that you get there and the guides underneath them, from negative through to a trace, which is 0.5 millimoles per litre. If you want to record your findings in millimoles per litre, then if you just go on that bottom reading, that is in millimoles per litre, and the guides on the top basically just come in with a trace, small, moderate, large or very large. Okay, so the range on these for detection of ketones goes from negative through to a maximum of 16 millimoles per litre of ketones. And really, even if you are at the very early stages of going onto a ketone diet and doing it really, really strictly, you are physically very unlikely to get more than a large reading on your urinary ketones. Okay, we'd only expect a higher reading than that in somebody that's seriously ill in diabetic ketoacidosis. So the range that you can expect to get positive readings on these test strips would be between a trace and moderate, and if you're doing really, really well, then one of those large color changes on the pad. Okay, so these are really nice, easy, large pad, easy to read. They're long date on these. They've just come into stock. We think they're going to sell really well, but the expiry date on these runs you right the way up through on this current batch. By the time you come to buy these products, this video may be well out of date, but the current batch is 2021. Okay, so they've got the other thing just to say, draw you on that top, anti-VC interference ability. Now, VC is vitamin C, And high levels of vitamin C, if you are on a diet taking vitamin C supplements or eating an awful lot of vitamin C, has got a tendency to stop urine testing strips from working particularly accurately. The manufacturers of these tests have built in that resistance so that the levels of vitamin C that would cause interference with your ability to measure ketones level are much higher than on cheaper test strips. So again, a really good quality product that should give you a nice, easy, accurate indication of your urine ketones. Cheap to buy, very easy to do, takes 2 to 3 minutes to do each test. Dip it, read it, you'll get very au fait with what your ketone levels are doing, and that gives you some really good guidance in terms of how well you're doing on your diet. So these are available to buy from now on the ValueMed website. We've got trade and wholesale bulk volumes on there if you're looking at these for a health or fitness club, and they'll also be available on other marketplaces shortly in the UK.